and help me get my facts right here. 4 consecutive national championships. I know for sure that you're the only USC team to do that, right?
I believe so. Otherwise, you'd
Yeah.
have to go way, way back. There
Yeah, yeah.
might have been a water polo squad that pulled it
Yeah,
off,
but it's
but,
pretty rare. You know,
yeah,
not many guys
yeah.
are wearing four-peat T-shirts like you. What to the control what you can control, pick control the pace, take the break if you need to take the break, a little break,
Mhm.
micro break, or speed it up if you can speed it up and you think that's to your advantage. I was going to ask you when it comes to your coaching, what's the ratio between coaching for technique and coaching for mindset?
Interesting. That's, those 2 things are so big, right?
Yeah.
They're huge, and so most practices I start with 5 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of visualization.
Hmm.
So you gotta understand these student athletes have so much on their mind. They're taking 16 to 20 units of school. They're coming from a class, they're coming from a weightlifting session. So not only do I use that 5 minutes to prepare and visualize, but it's also kind of a reset for them as they come into practice and get their mind in the right place to do something for the next hour and a half. I think that ritual and that technique of using 5 minutes to really reset yourself is paramount. It's huge, and it can change everything. So not only do we do that when we are practicing, we also do that when we are competing. And the other component that you talked about is the technical side. I'm a very technical coach. I believe that if you have techniques, you can always fall back on those techniques. Something's going wrong. I'm passing the ball poorly. Okay, I need my platform and my arms out a certain way. I got to watch the ball all the way in. We always, say this quote, and I think you probably heard it before, but it's a military quote that says that we don't rise to the occasion, we fall to the level of our training.
Hmm.
So when you're out there, a lot of people think, hey, it's going to be this big event. I'm going to the Olympics. I'm going to this championship. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go to this higher level. Most people don't go to that higher level. They usually fall to where that level of training is. So the further you bring up that level of training, the less they fall because they're equipped with these tools and ready to go. So that breeds a level of confidence that most of my players have that, hey, I've trained this. I know how to do it. Sure, I missed 1 or 2, but nothing changes. I go back to that technique and that keeps me stable.
So do you think that the technique, does it almost become an automatic kind of thing? Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, at first it's very, I guess, robotic and you're thinking of everything. And then as you progress, you get to the point to where it's second nature. It's just the way you do something.
Hmm.
So the way a player, an athlete would be doing something in the fall when school started, as opposed to in the spring when the season comes around, should be, if I'm doing my job, it should be this huge level of increase and comfort and confidence and also competence that, hey, I can do this. I can handle. Hey, they're a tough server over there. I'm going to implement my technique. I'm fine. They're a huge blocker in my face. That's all right. I can just roll shot over them. And I have something to counter just about every situation that I run
Well, it
into.
sounds like at that point the technique has become so foundational that the mindset takes over. Is that kind of it?
Yeah, I mean, it becomes foundational, it becomes kind of a non-thought
Hmm.
that, you're not thinking about when you go, like in basketball, you're not thinking about that free throw. You go to the free throw line and you do your thing.
Yeah.
And in the same kind of deal, you go back to serve in volleyball, you get to the point where you don't have to think about it. You just do it. You do it automatically, and that
Yeah.
takes so many repetitions.